The airplane was built in France, flew all the way through the Atlantic to get here to the United States, and was completed here. How does it work? You're going to understand this on this video. Hi Aero folks, my name is Fernando from Aero behind the Aviation media in Brazil, and now we are making the English version of our videos so we can spread our word to the world. And today I'm here in Little Rock, Arkansas in the United States to show you a little bit of the process of completing the planes. These aircrafts here are built in France, so they leave France with no paint, nothing inside, only the two seats of the pilots, the pilot and the co-pilot, in the lavatory, because they need a lavatory to cross the Atlantic, and there's nothing else on the plane. They have all the systems, they have like the pneumatic system, the hydraulic system, things like that they need for the plane to be able to fly. They complete all of this process here. This aircraft behind me is the Falcon 8X, and we have videos here in our channel. This is the demo aircraft, and they use that to demo flights like we did when we went to Brazil from New York. In this video, I want to show you all the process. So here in this hangar, they pretty much do kind of everything, but they have different facilities here. If you want to get to know more about us, about our work, you can go to our Brazilian channel. It's all in Portuguese, but we have over 10 years of history there making videos for Brazilian TV and for our YouTube channel. We have over 1,000 videos. Just a few of them is in English, but we are trying to get this audience as well through this English version of our channel. So take a look. In our previous videos, our Portuguese video, we are trying to translate and to dub in English some videos here that we made in the past. But whenever we are in a place like this, we're making the English version of our video as well. So stay tuned. And we have a store in Brazil, a t-shirt store in Brazil, and we can deliver to all over the world. So if you are from the United States, if you are from Europe, you're from Asia, we can send our t-shirts to you. So this is the kind of t-shirt we have, all with the aviation theme. This is the black box t-shirt. We have in this orange color, which is the color of the black box, even though it's called black box. But we have the black version as well if you want to wear like an orange t-shirt like this. So if you like this kind of t-shirts with this aviation theme, just contact us. You can click the link in the description to go to our website, or you can scan this QR code here, and our Brazilian team will be more than happy to help you. This is how the aircraft arrives here in the United States after crossing all the Atlantic from France, with no paint, with all the materials here. So the green primer is used for the metal parts, the aluminum part, and the beige is usually used for the composite part. And it's very interesting to know that all the systems are already connected in there to make the aircraft function, right, to fly. But when they get it here, they have to disconnect the things and they have to connect it again. When someone buys a house and wants to get all the furniture, they have to hire a designer to design all the furniture, and they have to hire a carpenter to build the furniture. In the aviation process, it's pretty much the same thing, but the materials are different. But they have to have like a lot of people involved to build all the furnitures of the airplane. So this is pretty much what we can see here at this Dassault facility in Little Rock, the United States. Because they have all this structure, it's a whole big hangar with a lot of people working hard to get the best of this furniture. Because the furniture I'm talking about here is not the same thing as we see in a house. Because when you talk about a house, you don't have some problems such as weight or durability, or how hard the material is, or if they have to stop fire, for example. Things that you have to have in mind when you have an aircraft, right? So you cannot get like a sheet of wood and put in an aircraft, because if you do that, you can compromise the payload. When they build this kind of furniture for the aircraft, they have to have like very light materials, and this is pretty much what I can see here. So I see this thing, it's called honeycomb. The honeycomb, it's a kind of material that is very light and it's very hard, and it works very good for the aircraft, that we do not see it like this on the airplane, right? Because they have all the veneer process or the laminated process. So they put a very thin wood sheet, wood panel here, and then it goes through the process of finishing it to get that glare aspect or anything that the client chooses. Here you can see the leather, and you're gonna see more like this where they actually build the seats and other things. But here I just want to tell how Dassault is very compromised in taking every single detail, right? You have a lot of people working hard here to check on everything. I saw a guy there painting a very small piece with a very small brush, and I didn't even know what he was doing there. I couldn't see anything, but Dassault sees everything. So the client can make sure that whenever they get a plane from Dassault Aviation, they're having the best out there in the market. So they have a lot of people working really hard to take that to the next level. So whenever you go on a Dassault aircraft, you can see this difference, because you have these people here in this huge structure, in this huge hangar, working hard for it. Here I can show you what's behind that beautiful shiny finishing of the aircraft, right? So you have all these wires, all those tubes, everything that's connected to the system, to the aircraft system. So this, for example, is a galley. And on the galley you have the lights, you have the water, you have the other things, so everything is connected here. They don't do that on the aircraft, they do that here and take all the piece ready, and they just connect pretty easy on the aircraft. It's supposed to be easy, so they can do all the hard work here, and it's like they just get to the aircraft and they plug it and it's ready to go. Once they have all the pieces ready to go to the aircraft, before they do that, they bring it to the cabin integration bench. It's this structure here. And why they do this? For two purposes. First is to check if everything fits correctly. And second, because of quality control. They want to make sure that everything is perfect for the client. If they see any like a little scratch in here on the lining part, they take it off. They take all the way back there, they correct it, and then it comes back. Here we can see all the lining parts that goes on the structure of the aircraft that I showed before. The aircraft with nothing inside. So, and then they bring all the other pieces and put everything together just to make sure everything is ready to go. Once they check everything and it is 100%, it's time to go to the aircraft. So they put everything apart, they bring to the aircraft, and they put everything on the aircraft. They do everything that has to be done on the aircraft. Here we can see all the interior ready to go to the aircraft. The quality control is checking everything. They're making sure if all the gaps between the drawers and the doors are exactly the same and it follows all the Dassault standards, right? So they are very worried about these little details. This guy here, he's checking it right now. And one of the tasks that they have here is to open all the drawers, to open all the doors, to make sure everything works correctly. They make two tests here. One of the tests is what they are doing here. They with this CBI, and the second test is with the aircraft flying to make sure everything is functioning. Here we are at the upholstery shop where they work with the leather. So they build the seats, the armrest, for example, everything that has the leather, they work here. And they have this huge machine. This first part of the machine, they recognize the imperfections of the leather. Because if the leather has any imperfection, that imperfection won't be at the final piece. They cut it out. They map all the pieces that they can work with this leather. They design what goes where. The machine identifies everything that they need, and this leather comes here to be cut. Once they have all the designs, they know exactly what they're going to do with this piece of leather. It comes to the cutting part, and everything is cut, and then it moves to the stitching place where people actually will be doing that by hand. And this is something that I've seen a lot here, everything handmade. You must be wondering what kind of imperfections I'm talking about when we show the leather. So here they have this board with some of the samples. So the person who's working there, he knows exactly what he's supposed to find, you know, to cut out any piece of leather. So here you have the insect bites. Look at how small this little thing is. So this is how perfect they want the leather to be. They cut out this part. The grain variation, for example, so you see that the texture of this leather is it's a little different, so they take out as well. The wrinkle or fat wrinkle, so we see that it's a little wrinkled here, so this doesn't work either. And you have other things like scars, veins. The veins is pretty interesting. You can actually see the veins through the leather, so they do not work with this kind of leather. We've seen the leather, and here we have the foam. So they also built all the what goes in the seats, right? So the foam, the metal structure, everything. Here we have the leather stuffed with the foam. So it is already in the shape of a seat, so we can see exactly what's going to be. And here we have all the structure of the seats. So we don't have the final piece yet, but they're gonna put everything together to form that seat that we used to see on the aircraft. This is some materials, so we have the metal part and other materials as well, and you're gonna have all the leather and the foam to finish the seat. This is what goes inside the seat, so what we cannot see. We can see the leather and the foam that goes around it, so this is pretty much the structure of the seat. And from here, it comes to this area. This is the SIB. It's called Seat Integration Bench. It is exactly where they put everything together and get the final piece. We see those seats ready to go to the aircraft. It is interesting to see the guidance of each model of each aircraft. We can see the Marxius, the 6X, we can see the 8X. So we have the different guidance. So these seats, they do not go to that area where they put all the cabinets together. So these seats go straight to the aircraft. They have to make sure that everything is right, everything is going to fit. So that's why they have this guidance and goes to the aircraft to put everything together with the cabinets and everything. Carpets, that's what they put on the floor of the aircraft, so the client can choose between the models that Dassault offers to its clients, and this is pretty much where they cut the carpet. So they have this machine, and it's interesting that this machine works with a vacuum. They put the carpet here, and the machine will cut all the design that they need to put on the aircraft, and this machine works to cut the carpet and foam as well. This is the headline. This is where all the systems like the lighting, the oxygen mask, everything is attached here. So they built all the systems here, and it works exactly the same as we saw the cabinets before. So the electrical system is here. All the lights, we can see the LEDs going all the way. This is a piece of aeronautic material, and it has the leather lining as well. You can see the leather here. Everything is put together, all the electrical system is finished, and all they have to do is take this piece, get to the aircraft, and connect the electrical system of the aircraft here in this plug, and everything is working. We are at the paint shop, and this is the very interesting equipment because this is where they show to the client exactly how the final paint will be. So Dassault came with this idea of projecting the final design on the aircraft. They put the aircraft in here, and they use these 7 projectors to project exactly how the final painting will be. So the client can take a look at it, and they can change whatever they want. They can add some other designs, they can take off some other designs that they don't like, and they can see pretty much how the final color will be. It is, of course, not the same color, because here with the projection we are talking about light color, and this is different than the paint color. So it's pretty close, but at least all the designs and all the details on the aircraft, the clients can take a look, and they can make sure that everything will be perfect for them. After the design is chosen, the projection is made, and the client saw exactly what he wants to have in his aircraft, we get here to this paint shop. So this aircraft has this gray color, so it's nice how it's done. It's pretty much like the same process of any paint shop. They have to cover everything that's not going to be painted. For example, the front of the wing, it's not painted, so they make sure that the paint doesn't go through things that they cannot paint, right? This aircraft is not done yet. They have the final part of the paint to make it shine, you know, like that glossy finishing, and then they're gonna put all the stripes and it gets done to be delivered to the client. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd like to thank Dassault Aviation again for bringing us here to the United States in Little Rock, Arkansas, to show all this process of finishing, you know, of completing the aircraft. And it's funny to see like this in this stage, and to remember that it came with nothing from France. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave us a comment, and please share this video as well. This is what we've been doing in Brazil for the last 10 years. We bring you, the audience, to the real aviation site. And that's the reason why this show is called Aero Behind the Aviation. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. All right? If you're liking our English version videos, just tell us in the comments, and don't forget to watch the other videos that we have here in the channel as well. All right? Thank you so much, and see you next video.